Good evening, chaps and chapettes. Roggor here, and welcome to Clive Barker's Undying. Now, if you go back way back in the channel and have a little look-see around, you'll find my very actual first playthrough was, what was it? Nosferatu, Wrath of Maliki, something along those lines. Very much like this particular game. It's a mid-naughty shooter with horror overtones. I wanted to do this one next. Never got round to it. Let's fix that, shall we? Medium. Always go for the middle of the road, because that tends to be 1923 October. Tends to be sort of where it's fixed.
I'm tired of travelling, or fighting superstition and its many manifestations. Even though it was me who chose to debunk folklore and mysticism. Little did I know I'd end up being labelled as Patrick Galloway, the man with endless occult knowledge. Before I knew it, people all over the world paid me to investigate all kinds of weird things. As long as they paid me, I'd look into it. Funny thing though, the more I saw, the more I believed there are forces beyond our control. Creatures not explainable in any human terms. Things that make my skin crawl. I fled from Ireland and hung around Paris and London with no real purpose till the Great War started. I joined a special unit whose job it was to squelch the fears of the superstitious farm boys who made up the fighting ranks. The Tresanti were the biggest pains. New commanding officer, Jeremiah Covenant, led our unit on the hunt for their camp. We were ambushed. They came streaming out of the woods, waving swords and howling like banshees. I saw their leader holding a strange stone over his head, yelling weird words in a strange tongue. And just when he was gonna pull the trigger, he glared right at me. A bright green flash came from his hand, and it bowled me over as my gun went off. I woke up in a hospital bed with severe burns. They told me Jeremiah and the unit had gone on without me, but he'd given me the shaman stone to keep. I hadn't given any of this much thought until I came back here to find this letter that Jeremiah wrote me almost 6 months ago, asking me to come back to Ireland and help him out. This is not something I'm dying to do, for it may mean the death of me. He saved my life though, so I owe it to him. Just hope it's not too late.
Oh yes, Lovecraftian overtones, don't you just love them? Right, let's have a... Shut up, Skybox. I'll be in random rich guy's castle. He really needs... So can I whack the rats? It's a little bit cruel. Ooh. Okie doke, nice and posh looking place. Nice and deedles. What can I steal?
Stock.
Bet it's like a Florida Electricals. Well, that's weird. Hello, gardener. Oi! Talking to you, I think.
You're Jeremiah's old war buddy, right?
Yarp.
Indeed.
Informative. By the way, you got rats. Well, would look around, but God apparently wants me to go home. By the way, let's get out the storm. Will you shut up, little stone? Cool. Bennett, that lightning's loud. Well, thunder, I suppose. Oh.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
6 months ago.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you. We've all been quite worried.
Yeah, you look it.
Jeremiah's now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters. I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now.
Yes, it's a positive
Jeremiah
ruin.
let go with everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters. This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
be surprised if they had tragedy, considering they used to be about 2.5 meters tall in the past. So I assume that's just like your little unlimited knockback. Not out, okay. Oh, hello. Oh god, a ginger ghost, the worst kind. Right, okay, apparently I am a ghostbuster in this one. What the fuck? I can't move. Jeremiah, what the goddamn hell have you been up to, man?
Stuck.
Oh, hello.
Jammed.
Okay, process of elimination. Ooh. By the way, I've turned the brightness up on this game as much as I physically can. It's just really dark.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah.
What the hell is wrong with your
Sorry
head?
for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't
Standing
it?
over here.
Apparently too long.
Oh, there we go.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events
Apart from
began
that, of course.
happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings
what's
have
a nice
increased
looking
since
lot?
I've been
And there's
back from
Mr.
the
Ghosty.
war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me.
You know what, Paddy? You're my kind of guy. You hear a terrible, bloodthirsty, curdling roar. First thing you do, get to gun. Smart fellow.
Jammed.
Okay, so I guess I'm going back the way I came.
Won't budge.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Cool. I'm off Twitchy. Can I get you to... No, you're a cutscener, aren't you? Oh, by the way, Jerry, I've been seeing ghosts. That's something you might want to get the vacuum cleaner out for. Admittedly, if this is set just after World War I, that vacuum cleaner will be roughly the size of a car. So, you know, good thing your family did used to be about 2 meters tall. Oh, I wonder where I have to go. Okay, first rule of video games. Oh, he even spins the goddamn revolver. Good on you, Paddy. Nothing on the stairs, really? This is an older game. The rules of video games were like set in stone. Alright, loading screen, I guess. Nope. Ah. Yoink. And always a good sign of a Vijima game. If you can see yourself in the mirror, it's a good sign. Hi. Bye. Well, there goes nameless wench. But in that case, that seems more like progress. So maybe this was a side thingy? You get around a lot for a dead guy.
Can you describe what you can only see? As the bonds of flesh are broken, the world becomes apparent.
Very philosophical ghosts. Just what we needed. Oh wait. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. And I got 78 of them. Either way, there's going to be a lot of bangy bang shoots in a couple of minutes. A few seconds. Right now. Oh, right now. Holy sh... What the heck? Okay. So it looks like you're me basic grunts. Oh, of course they fade away. As I said, early games. You gotta cut them some slack. But that's a nice effect. Oh no. Oh Mary, we hardly knew ye. Or whoever the hell that's actually supposed to be. Right. Oh shit me life! Go on. Oh god. I've actually turned my headphones way the hell up. God damn it. Okay, good thing I do have... Oh. Unfortunately, it's one of those early ones. You can't reload when you want. Either that or R is not reload, and my brain just can't process that. Right. Shoot anything that's horny. Oh! Ah, son of whore! So R is scry? Okay, not sure what that is. No, I just realised I'm not picking up... Is it I for items? Do I have an inventory? No, I don't.
Won't budge.
Okay, E is items. Okay. Fair enough, I just need to get used to controls.
Stuck.
Otherwise known as bollocks. Right. I see you. There's no cocking way I can hit you with... whatever that noise was.
Help me, Patrick!
Yeah, I'm a minuten. Ah. If it opens, there must be... If it opens, there must be stuffs. Aha! I gained an amplifier! Well, thank you for that context, game. Marvellous. Alright, I'm coming. Bliminy buggery. Right, there you are, and... Okay, do I need another loading sequence again? Come on, Jerry, what's up?
Those beasts were after me!
What in God's name were those things?
They're called howlers. And while I've never seen one before tonight, I've heard of them for years.
Those weren't natural, my friend. We're fighting more than superstitions here.
Perhaps I was being naive not to tell you, but there might be something more sinister at work here. When I was a boy, I encountered something I can't quite explain.
You don't want to know about your Uncle Jerry?
Standing stones that sits just off the estate. Someone had carved a sigil into each of the stones. Something indiscernible. Father had many books on the occult, one of which contained a sketch of that very symbol. I took my brothers and sisters out to the island and read from my father's book.
Well,
What a prat!
what happened?
They all died.
Something answered. The ocean began to boil, and a great wind whipped against us as we stood in the circle, and my siblings huddled to the ground in fear. Eventually, the wind died, and the sea settled. Patrick, I know it sounds like the ravings of a dying man.
Yes.
But I believe those standing stones had something to do with this. What has once been a taint upon this family has now begun to manifest itself.
But you told me you're dying. Doesn't this curse end with you?
Who knows? My brothers and sisters are dead, but I don't think they're really gone. I've heard some servants whispering. They think they've seen Lisbeth on the estate. My family has come for me. I sense them, Patrick. By now, you and I know the supernatural exists. You saw
I've been
the
shooting in the
howlers.
face.
And what about our encounters with the Tersante during the war? You still even carry the Gelzebar stone with you.
It's a token of the shaman's life I took. That's all.
I found a scroll with a picture of the Gelsomar on it. I believe it contains the way to awaken the stone's dormant power.
Very well. Let me study this scroll overnight, and I'll see what I can do in the morning.
This house still hides many secrets. I'm counting on you to reveal them and put an end to this mess.
Okay, next thing in the guest room. By the way, several of your staff are dead. Although, let's face it, this is posh people from the early 20th century, so as far as they're concerned, servants are just walking bits of furniture you can shout at and shag. So, I now have the power to blast ectoplasm from my balls, apparently. Alright then. Oh, I see, so... Is that right? Okay then. Okay, right stick is spells and R is spells. That's just so weird for my gaming brain. It's the only brain I've got. I'm pickling everything else. Right. See if Jerry's dead or not. I suspect he probably is. Really does say something about when you're visiting a friend and you have to take frickin' revolver with you. Right. Come on, you buggers.
Have you noticed anything strange going on?
Apparently, Elizabeth's room was broken into last night during the commotion.
You mean the
Where's
commotion
your
where your
room?
colleague got
Just
horribly
down the hall
murdered?
from here. It's quite a mess.
People were weird back in the day.
Jammed.
Possibly even jellied. So, I get to follow that guy.
Need a key. Stuck.
Yeah, no, these are all gonna open up later on. So, oh, you feckin' died. I saw you get
Tell
mullered.
me what you know about Lisbeth.
Why, she was a fetching young lass. Quite the fiery temper, though. She could be placid and calm 1 minute, and then suddenly she's spitting curses and swinging her nails at you like an animal. 'Tis a pity her mother died birthing her.
Indeed.
Following her mother's death, I'd raised Lisbeth like my own. In the end, the wasting sickness got her. I'd cared for her when she was sick and watched her wither away to nothing. Pity a young woman has to die in the spring of her life. Now she rests with her poor mother at the family mausoleum. The groundskeeper claims to have seen her recently. Oh man, seeing a ghost is never a good omen.
Where can I find this groundskeeper?
He's out in the gardens.
No
You
shit.
can get there through the kitchen.
Your knowledge is appreciated. Thank you.
Well, the reticle goes green, so maybe I can kill him, but I presumably wouldn't want to. Alright, look at what?
This house needs a priest.
Oh no, wait, one second. What was that thingy? Do the bat touche, or whatever the hell that's called. So scribe. Maybe this reveals hidden stuff? Okay, that's most assuredly not a good thing. That's normal-ish. I got all the. Is it J for journal? What the hell's my journal? Saying I've got a journal entry, but how the hell do I? No, no. What the feck? Okay, no idea what the bloody hell that is. Oh, okay, F2 for reasons. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, I'm just going to have a quick beer, and we're just going to scroll through this. Pause when you want to read it, because if there's going to be many of these like this playthrough would go on for frickin' hours, so fill your boots. Okay, so there are sort of more full-on questy sort of things. Oh, here we go. Oh, just going to interrupt this bit because I'm reading these as well. According to this, that yes, this magic stone, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that, but it's saying that if you use it too much, you get basically attacked by sort of like a nemesis style character. That's a cool idea. I'll give the game that. Trust your revolver, of course. Right, fair enough. So it's more sort of questy. So I suppose, theoretically speaking... Oh, cack, what did I press? I'm not running anymore. Oh, okay, good. K is sneak. Alright, fine. Yeah, but it's investigate Elspeth's room. Yes. Freaky demon dogs. That is it. Yes, Elspeth is the fucking... Alright, fine. Okay, fine to kitchens and get snacks. Also, possibly try and solve horribleness.
Locked.
Is there a map? Of course, pressing M doesn't do map. It's probably numpad 9. Probably numpad 9. Oh, is that another... Jesus Christmas. Right, so... let's give the old ectoplasm a try. Might as well reload. Was there an actual freaking reload? Nope, no there is not. So yeah, Amsgrade. I think I should... Okay, that's pretty powerful. And your mana regenerates as well. You alright? Got anything to say about the fact you appear to have... Okay, fine. Oh, loading. The abyss means loadingness. Okay, right, kitchen, so... Alright, where are you? I hear ya, I don't see ya. I didn't like that. Ah, there you are. Oh, something else? Okay. Was it oh no, it was F3. Okay, more reading. Okay, Dad pissed off with his kids. Default state of being. So, them and the metaphor. Okay, look at... Okay, that's... that is very much the creep. Doodly-doo, more readlings. Okay, so how do I do health packs then? Oh. Never trap a man in the bathroom, it's just bad form. Okay, so... Okay, regenerating health. So, V brings up that menu, but I don't know what it's for. Oh, and C is crouch. Okay, fine, fine. I am beyond questioning. I'm just going to go through this and just murder every single thing that may or may not have a face. Oh, great, it's Ginger Face. Oh, they got their name good.
Stock.
So, kitchens. Where are these? So, does that mean... Oh, I see. That's health packs and enter uses health packs. Okay, I thought I was just picking them up whenever. Ah. Okay, got the servant key. So, presumably servant wing then. Ah. This is different. Different means progress. Yeah. Gingerface sure is active in the day for a ghost. Maybe the rules are different. That's a loading.
Won't budge.
Got a revolver, just shoot it down. Out of all the games I've ever played, it's only been the Outbreak series on PS2 which has actually allowed that to happen. Oh, so does this mean if I scry, will something be different? There you are. Oh yes, that's hello thumbnail. Eee. Well, at least I get that little... Oh, okay. Maybe wildly inaccurate, that's actually probably my best weapon. Spooging out me palm. Please don't take that audio clip out of context. Oh yeah, that's that famous painting. This really is one of those sort of questions of, if you had basically an ethereal monster attack last night, why the hell would anyone still stay in the same house?
Won't budge.
The same question you ask of things like the Poltergeist series. It's just like, why are you still here? I'm starting to get Quake flashbacks. I suppose it's just a style. It's the early polys.
Stock.
Hello? 9?
Stock.
This is defo the kitchen, so on right tracks. Just waiting for something else to try and horribly kill me. Any mongoose at all? Any mongoose? Aha. Thanking you, thanking you. Ah. Oh, for God's sake.
Won't budge.
Cheap. I literally thought about that the moment I was pulling that frickin' lever. It's like, there's going to be something down here, isn't there? Hello? Hello?
Is that the door to the gardens?
Yes, it is. However, I don't have the key.
No.
I lent it to the maid. I believe she is cleaning Herr Keisinger's room today. It's located in the east wing of the house.
thanks. I appreciate your help.
Yeah, by the way, horrible monsters. Okay, so he doesn't like this Kaisinger chap. And probably that's just because he's German. Which is frankly kind of valid reason. Right, well, see you when you're dead. Actually, we shall use the introduction of the cook there, as I said, estimated survival time of approximately maybe the next 10 minutes, to finish this initial foray into Clive Barker's Undying. Like I said, because I'm playing this because I played Nosferatu, that's the closest equivalent game that I can think of this. It's got the same vibe and everything. Thankfully not randomly generated, because there are games which that is good for. This sort of thing definitely seeming to be more story-based, story-led, which I like. So I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to make this one a full series. But for the moment, thank you all very much indeed for watching this silly little video of mine. If you enjoyed it, have a little look down below to see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look. By all means, my friend. Subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please be wonderful to each other. Good night.